Settle down. Thank you, thank you. Good evening, this is Rosalind Court, and my name's Maureen Butler, and this evening we have Jez Lowe. Yay! We're also going to have a floor song from Gemma Carnell, which is wonderful, yes. And everybody in here, you're all in the raffle. And people at home, if you donate or if you take part in the chat, you will also be in the raffle during this programme. What will you win? Well, you can win one of Jez's CDs. And as it's the last night before our August close down, we have a special gold who gives a crap emergency toilet roll. I mean, it's bamboo. Indeed, yes. Much in demand, much in demand. Right, I'm going to sing a song. It was written in 1791 by Robert Burns. It's about the Jacobites who were kind of made war. And I just thought we might want to think about who our Jacobites are these days. It was quite an interesting song for him to write at that time because I can't get my guitar to on. Because it's not a song about war, it's a song reflective of the effects of war, which was unusual at that time. But being a folk song, it's very relevant now anyway. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I shall proclaim. Your doctrines I must blame. You will hear, you will hear. Your doctrines I must blame. You will hear. What's right and what is wrong by the law, by the law. what's right and what is wrong by the law. What's right and what is wrong, a weak arm or a strong, a short sword or a long, for to draw, a short sword or a long, for to draw. What makes heroic strife famed afar, famed afar? What makes heroic strife famed afar? What makes heroic strife to whet the assassin's knife and blight a parent's life with bloody war, and blight a parent's life with bloody war. So let your schemes alone in the state, in the state. Oh, let your schemes alone in the state. Oh, let your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, and leave a man alone to his fate, to his fate, and leave a man alone to his fate. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I shall declaim, your doctrines I must blame. You will hear, you will hear, your doctrines I must blame. You will hear. It was close. Okay, can we welcome onto the stage, please, Gemma Carnell. Thank you.
Hello. I'm a little bit taller than Morang, just a tiny bit. I've got my heels on. So. Okay, this is a drowned lover ballad, of which there are many. And I think this song's done the rounds, but this has many regional versions. This song is from Yorkshire, and it's called Stowbro. In Stowbro, a fair maid did dwell. She loved an handsome sailor lad, and he loved her as well. He promised for to marry her, when back he did return. But bad luck and cruel hardship upon this couple fell. As they were a-sailing, a storm did arise. The sun was overshaded, and dismal was the sky. The wind it blew an hurricane to make the billows roar, and it tossed those poor sailors all on the rocky shore. Now some of them were single men, and some of them had wives, but all of these poor sailors was a-struggling for their lives. And this unfortunate young man who happened to be there, well, instead of getting married, he got a watery grave. Now from Stowbro to Robin Hood's Bay, she spied that stranded sailor, all on the sands he lay. She boldly plucked up to him, and amazed that she did stand, for she saw it was her own true love by the marks on his right hand. She kissed him, caressed him 10,000 times o'er, crying, all these cruel billows have tossed my love on shore. How happy and contented she lay down by his side, and a few more minutes afterwards this fair young maiden died. Now in Robin Hood's bay churchyard this couple they do lay, and for a memorandum a stone is placed there. And all of you young couples that do pass by there, well, I'd have you all to shed a tear for the couple that lie there.
Gemma Carnell, yay! Fabulous, thank you. We'll get another song from her in the second half. Well, those of us who are here will. You at home, I'm sorry you won't. Can we now welcome onto the stage, please, Jez Lowe, yay! Brilliant, thank you.
Hello. Wow. Morag, what a big family you have. Very nice to be here again. Nice to see you all. That's John. This really is a special venue. It really is. And it's great to be playing here again. And another big hand for Gemma. Wasn't that fab? Wasn't that great? Songs from the northeast of England from me tonight. No, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to do any of this. Some old songs of mine, some new songs as well. Are you in a sort of a singing along, joining in sort of folky mood tonight? Well, tough. I don't have any of that. No, please join in and sing along if you want to do all that. I'm going to start off with a recent song of mine, an optimistic song. I think we all need a bit of optimism in this day and age, do we not? And it's a song called Free Bodies Wake. And it's a song for anybody who values freedom, free thinking. People keep telling us that it's not going to last. We're all doomed. Well, I don't think so. And that's what it says in this song. And it's about a fella who goes to a funeral. When he gets there, he finds that the fella whose funeral it is hasn't actually died yet. And that's what I feel about optimism and free thinking. Free bodies wakes not today, it says. Try it when it comes along. Good night. Tried to pry some joy from the gloom, but I walked right into an empty room. Not a soul in sight. That can't be right. You must know free body, hero and totem, the laws of life, free body modem. And the man keeps singing, free bodies awakes not today. We had some ups and downs together, but we all thought free body would live forever. Your man keeps singing, free bodies awakes not today. Yes, your man keeps singing, free bodies wakes not today. Free body, he was such a popular lad. You'd count the friends that free body had like grains of sand. All the fellas wanted to talk to him, all the women wanted to walk with him hand in hand across this land. But where are they now to talk of his deeds, his pointing of ways, his sowing of seeds? Your man keeps singing, free bodies wakes not today. Your man keeps singing, free bodies wakes not today. Then a voice I knew cut me through like a knife. There stood free body, large as life. He's the man who keeps singing, free bodies wakes not today. He says wake news, fake news, none of it's true, 'cause free body's me and free body's you. So let's keep singing, free bodies wakes not today. Let's all keep singing, free bodies wakes not today. Thank you very much. That was a recent-ish song for me. This is a song, I wrote this one back in 1983. I remember entering this for the Hartlepool Male Under-12 songwriting competition that year. It was an anti-war song back then. Sadly, it's still an anti-war song. This is one you can sing along with. The chorus is dead easy. 5 words repeated over and over again. The chorus says, you won't make old bones. Give it a shot. Old bones. I was young, my father said to me, he said, never take advice when it comes for free. 'Cause you can have all the riches of the golden kind, but without the riches of your peace of mind, you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones. You won't make old bones, you'll see. And as the old men sit and curse time, slipping sand, time slipping sand, I sit and curse the time upon my hand. And the north wind blows like a song of the sea. The song that it carries comes plain to me and says, you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones. You won't make old bones, you'll see. Now there are some folks, they might remark on me furrows and frown, me furrows and frown, and say the only way is to get up when they put you down. Oh, but ever the same advice that said go sign up for a soldier's life, or you won't make old bones. Come on, you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones, you'll see. So I went to the army like everybody told me to do. They said we'd love to make a soldier out of you. But before I put my name on the line, my father's words came to me in time. He said, you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones. You won't make old bones, you'll see. I said, your guns and your drums are not for the likes of me, the likes of me. Though my future, it might look bleaker than bleak can be. Because you talk of many owing much to few, when all that I wanted was a job to do. They said, you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones. You won't make old bones, you'll see. So you people in power and position, I tell you beware, I tell you beware of your facts and your figures that tell you what, when and where. Because your facts and your figures are the likes of me, and don't try and tell me how me life should be, or you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones. You won't make old, no, you won't make old bones. You won't make old bones. You won't make old bones, you'll see. Thank you. Thank you very much. I thought tonight, because it's not that long since I was playing here, I thought I'd do, I'd delve deeply into the Jez Lowe annals. You didn't know I had annals, did you? I've got annals, mate. And come up with some of my older songs and some of my more obscure songs. I don't know if this qualifies or not, actually. This is a song, for many years I was involved in a series on Radio 2 called the Radio Ballads. And we did about 3 or 4 series for Radio 2. I ended up writing, over the 15 years we were doing it, I ended up writing about 60 songs. And this was one of them. This is one of the early ones I did. The original Radio Ballads, of course, were done by Ewan MacColl back in the 1950s and 60s. Gave us some great songs, the MacColl Ballads. Innovative radio it was, but also gave us some great songs for the folk scene, like Shoals of Herring. I don't know if you know that one. That was a Radio Ballad song. Freeborn Man of the Travelling People. First Time Ever I Saw Your Fish. That was my favourite, that one, to be honest with you. We did what he did. We talked to people in different walks of life and then wrote songs based on what they had to say. This is from the Ballad of the Big Ships, about the demise of the shipbuilding industry on the River Tyne and on the River Clyde. It's a song called Black Trade. The men who worked on the black trade, they were men with all different skills and jobs. The thing they had in common was that, firstly, that they worked in the bowels of the... Can I say bowels? On the internet? Yes, on the bowels. They worked in the hull of the ship when it was in the clarts and the muck and the dust and the fumes and everything else. And the other thing was they all wanted someday to be working topside in the fresh air, fitting out the ship rather than building it from scratch. So Black Trade is the name of the song, and that's the bit you can sing along with. It'll sound great if you can pick that up. And the song starts with a list of all the different jobs these guys were doing when we talked to them when we were doing the radio show. Black Trade. All you welders and riveters, boilers, smiths, platemen, gauges and pipe fitters, sparks and sheet metal workers, riggers and coppersmiths, red leaders, hard drinkers, cablers and laggers, your pullers and dabbers, your black trade. A 7:30 horn as you crawl as a mob through the gates into hell with a tab in your gob, bait box or piece poke, a hammer and dab. The day lasts a lifetime, your life is your job when you're black trade. Oh, your black trade. Oh, your black trade. Oh, your black trade. Your family needs you to do as needs must, to the mercy of metal and madness you thrust, in the keels and the girders of darkness and dust, and a deadly concoction of sweat fumes and rust when you black trade. Oh, you black trade. Come on. Oh, you black trade. Oh, you black trade. And the bane of your life lies there snug in the slips. She's round at the stern and she's wide at the hips, but she's proud at the bow, and the pout on her lips says this nation's an island needs ships, and so you black trade. Oh, you black trade. Oh, you black trade. Oh, you black trade. Boilers, smiths, platemen, gauges and pipe fitters, sparks and sheet metal workers, riggers, coppersmiths, red leaders, hard drinkers, cablers and laggers, your pullers and dabbers, your black trade. And the draftsmen and joiners come all spick and span with their overalls creased, shirt and tie to a man, while you're up to your eyes in a plateless tan. You'll be fitting out with them one day if you can, till then you black trade. Oh, you black trade. Oh, you black trade. Oh, you black trade. You black trade. All you welders and riveters, boilers, smiths, platemen, gauges and pipe fitters, sparks and sheet metal workers, riggers and coppersmiths, red leaders, hard drinkers, cablers and laggers, your pullers and dabbers, your welders, your riveters, your boilersmiths, platemen, gauges, pipe fitters, sparks and sheet metal workers, riggers, coppersmiths, red leaders, hard drinkers, cablers and laggers, your pullers and dabbers, your black trade. Here's a love song for you now. It's a Geordie love song. The Geordies are a very romantic people. I said that the other night up in Northumberland, and a woman in the front row said, "Not the bugger I married." So I've told my mother she can't come to any more of my gigs if she's going to behave like that. This is a song called The Latchkey Lover, and it's about a fella, and he's madly in love with a woman, but she kind of has a life of her own, fair enough. He gets home every night, And he finds that instead of her being there to welcome him home, she's actually out on the town enjoying herself without him. Probably at some sordid folk club or other, I don't know where. And he's left there, and he calls himself a latchkey lover. I don't know if you did that thing down here in Kent, where if you only had one key for the door, you'd hang it on a piece of string round the back of the door. And when people came to let themselves in the family, they'd put their hand through the... You don't know what I'm talking about here, do you? You put your hand through the letterbox, and you pull the string, and you let, you know. And we used to do that. Still do. In fact, I was playing with my band, the Bad Pennies. We were playing in New Zealand. This is quite a few years ago now. And we were doing this song, and I was explaining to the New Zealand audience about, the string and the key and putting your hand through the letterbox, and they were kind of... Then I realised they don't have letterboxes in New Zealand. They have the little, the little boxes like in America at the end of the yard, so that explained that. He says in the chorus of the song, I'm locked out knocking, give the bell a ring, I'm nothing but a latchkey lover. Look through letterbox hanging on a string, I'm nothing but a latchkey man. And it starts off with a little sort of march, a little kind of hop-step march, which is called the Roslyn Court Hornpipe. It's not really, but it is tonight, it is. When it's been picking time on the doorstep, I'm wall-eyed and worried looking north and south. As raggy as the rug where the dog slept, I'm as hungry as a man without a mouth. And I tell your friends and neighbours why I'm anxious. I never knew a woman could be so cruel. I took her for a lover like a man does. She's taken me for nothing but a fool. She's out playing strangers in the night. I tell you now it's just not right. Because I'm a locked out knocking and give the bell a ring. I'm nothing but a latchkey lover. Look through letterbox hanging on a string. I'm nothing but a latchkey man. And I couldn't even tell you where to find her. She's out there busy being life and soul. If she ever thought to take a look behind her, she'd see me pining on patrol. She's bright-eyed, blinded and bedazzled, night after night out on the razzle. While I'm a locked out knocking and give the bell a ring, I'm nothing but a latchkey lover. Look through letterbox hanging on a string, I'm nothing but a latchkey man. It's the little things about her that I miss most, like her toenail clippings on the living room floor, nights playing twist around the bedpost. I said, well, what a night times four. And she never does a thing by halves. She said, shy Ben's only star. And so I'm a locked out knocking and give the bell a ring. I'm nothing but a latchkey lover. Look through letterbox hanging on a string. I'm nothing but a latchkey man. Has she taken holy orders? Is she kidnapped? Happy as a Larry, but beyond my ken. It's a long time on since me eyes clapped. I'm longing for to clap 'em once again. There's a beacon burning in the dark. It's burning from my heart. Because I'm a locked out knocking and give the bell a ring. I'm nothing but a latchkey lover. Look through the letterbox hanging on a string. I'm nothing but a latchkey man. Yes, I'm locked out knocking. Give the bell a ring. I'm nothing but a latchkey lover. Look through the letterbox hanging on a string. I'm nothing but a latchkey man.
I'm just going to interrupt for 2 minutes just to speak to the people at home to say, if you're enjoying this and you can, please could you donate to the live stream, because it would be absolutely brilliant if you could. And just to give you an example of what you might be able to send, up in the northeast, last time I went to a place called Crasta, which is pronounced Casta. And there's a fantastic pub there called the Jolly Fisherman, where you can get a really good crab sandwich for around about, I reckon it's about 10 quid, isn't it? Yeah?
I'm vegetarian, mate.
Are you? Oh, okay. Oh, well, it's... Let's not get partisan here. It's opposite Robson's Kipper Smoke place. Yeah, if you want to go, it's fantastic. Anyway, if you can't afford 10 quid, I'm quite happy to share. Don't send me a crab sandwich! Please, if you could send the equivalent, it would be lovely. That would be really, really good. Thank you very much. Now, Jez, for the people at home, where can they get a hold of your fab waxings?
Well, your CDs, you mean?
Yeah.
And me books, I've done novels and stuff, from my website, which is www.jezlowe.com.
Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah. Don't you love the way he says books? Proper. Yeah. Thank you. Do carry on. Thank you.
Carry on. And in fact, speaking of CDs, I've just got a new one out at the beginning of this month. It came out July the 1st. And it's called Oubliette. And this is the title track I'm going to do for you now, I thought. And it's a song about sort of dreams and worries. I don't know if anybody, you wake up in the middle of the night and you've got things on your mind and you can't get back to sleep. If only there was, sometimes it's good memories, sometimes it's bad memories. But if there was some way you could just store those memories to keep them out of the way so they didn't bother you. I have this recurring sort of, almost a nightmare really, I've had for many years, that I haven't handed in my geography homework. Which is strange, because I didn't do geography at school, so I don't know where that comes from. So this song's called Oubliette, and Oubliette is a place where you hide something, and you'll know what I mean, probably. And again, you can sing along and join in if you want to do this. So this is from the new album, Oubliette. Wish there was a box somewhere for memories to leave them there. Words we said and things we did, lay them gently, close the lid. Loves we lost and thought we'd left behind, but can't forget. Oubliette, oubliette, oubliette. So much to scrip away from dreams, doleful limpid days that seem to know the hours sleeplessness haunt you, then scurry in to tease and taunt you. Nameless faces, ageless voices, whispering regret. Oubliette, oubliette, oubliette. Fathers, sons, and rolling ghosts, mighty hands were there to hold so tightly in those tiny days. Next you know they've slipped away without without the chance for thanks for all those years of toil and sweat. Oubliette, oubliette, oubliette. The good, the bad, the sad, they all gang up and drive you mad. Some kiss and tell, some bark and bite across the cobblestones of night. A face I saw by light of day, scattered words were all we had to say upon that wintry path. Then came the night with all its wrath. Angry voices, broken hearts, returned to claim their debt. Oubliette, oubliette, oubliette. So lay them gently in the dark, finger lick to pinch the spark, shovel in a loving vein to cover bent and broken names. A sorry fate, they surely don't deserve the blame. And yet, oubliette, 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 Thank you very much. I'll do a song on the mandolin for you now. This is a new mandolin. The reason why it's a new mandolin, as you may have heard, about a couple of years ago now, somebody stole my car. No. With all my instruments and all my gear and everything in it. So this is all my old stuff, this, apart from the mandolin here. But yeah, somebody pinched my car. So it was all a bit of a disaster, really. And, well, I got the car back. I didn't want the bloody car, to be honest with you. I just wanted all the gear. Yeah, it was all my sound equipment and everything went. So it was a bit of a blow. Well, I don't really want to name the place where it happened because I don't want to besmirch the name of Walsall. And anyway, this song is a sort of a, you know, a sort of a silver lining from that dark cloud. There's worse things happening in the world, let's face it. So this song is a sort of silver line. This song was inspired by what happened, that incident that happened to me up in to lose all my gear. But I have to tell you, it's a very sad song. It's tragic, honestly. It's tragic. This song, this is going to ruin your night, honestly. And this song is so sad that Leonard Cohen would be depressed if he was here tonight in Rosslyn Court to hear this song. See what you make of this one. I got a message from my mandolin, the one that's been reported AWOL. Just a little message on a voicemail ring, telling me don't worry, I am well. I'm not sure where I'm staying, there's not much time for playing. I'm in me case day out and day in, but I'm safe from danger. It came as a surprise when the lid began to rise, and I looked into the eyes of a perfect stranger. I got a message from my mandolin, a message from my mandolin. message from the mandolin. It sounded weak and thin, and a little out of rhythm, tremolo and like a Neapolitan, and telling me there's so much that I'm missing. Like when you held me so tightly, strung to me heart, picked me lightly. Morning, noon and nightly we made such a sound. Folks would queue to take a gander at me, shiny and left-handed. I was the happiest mandolin for miles around. I got a message from me mandolin, a message from me mandolin. Message from me mandolin. He sounded weak and thin and something of a wreck. He said, I think I'm being measured for a banjo scale, and someone's carved his initials in me neck. This fella's a buffoon, he strums me like a loon. I'm always out of tune, but that's as maybe. Me front's all bumps and dings, I've only got 5 strings. But the worst thing, he keeps calling me a ukulele. I hope I get another message from me mandolin. I'd break into a grin if I could hold it in me hands. I hope the bloke that took it takes up the accordion, and me mandolin comes wandering back home. Yes, me mandolin comes wandering back home. Message from man. Thanks ever so much. I'll do a couple of more songs for this first part. Is that all right, boss? Yes.
Yeah. Is that before the raffle or after? Does that include the raffle?
I'm vegetarian, me. I don't know.
Do 2, then the raffle, then the song. Would that do?
Okay. If I don't win the raffle, there'll be ructions on, I'm telling you. Okay, this is a really old one of mine, this one. I'm sure a lot of us will be aware of an old folk song which has different titles, different tunes, different lyrics, but always the same sort of theme. And some places it's known as Gypsy Davy, Blackjack Davy, the Raggle-Taggle Gypsies, Whistling Gypsy. It's always the same theme. It's always a posh woman who runs off with a bit of rough. This was, in my youthful arrogance, I decided to write my own take on that story. This is a song called The Brocky Lads. The Brocky Lads were the lads who used to work on the travelling fairgrounds in the northeast of England back in the day, which they were all owned by a fellow called Mr. Brock. So if you worked on the fairground, on the travelling carnival, you were a Brocky lad. I always wanted to be a Brocky lad. You know, do you remember the waltzer? Do you remember that? Everybody remember the waltzer? And there was the lad who used to take the money. He'd be sort of like, he had a style, you know, sort of leaning in and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I was always the lad who was throwing up having been on the waltzer. So, hence this song anyway. Doesn't mention throwing up. And the chorus is a bit long, but if you want to pick it up, it's so nice. It says, the Brocky lads are bad, but the Brocky lads are bonny. The Brocky lads are all they've said and done. And I never loved but once, she was the fairest of any. And away with the Brocky lad, she's gone. Story of my life. Brocky lads came back in the first days of summer. The whole town came out to watch them pass, in their trailers and their vans, full of candy rides and pleasure, and a fond smile for each and every lass. Oh, the Brocky lads are bad, but the Brocky lads are bonny. Oh, the Brocky lads are all that's said and done. And I never loved but once, she was the fairest of any. But away with the Brocky lad she's gone. Oh, the Brocky lads are black with the ways of the devil. They're just tinkers and hawkers at heart. All their flash clothes and cars hide a fear for to settle, 'cause they're born within the creaking of the carts. Oh, the Brocky lads are bad, but the Brocky lads are bonny. Oh, the Brocky lads are all they've said and done. And I never loved but once, she was the fairest of any. But away with the Brocky lads she's gone. When we'd all had our fill of the racket and the rattle, and the last time the lights had all gone down, then they packed away their wild world of painted wood and metal, and went off to work and woo another town. Oh, the Brocky lads are bad, but the Brocky lads are bonny. Oh, the Brocky lads are all they've said and done. And I never loved but once, she was the fairest of any. But away with the Brocky lad she's gone. Thank you very much. I'll do this song, then there's a raffle apparently. And it's another from my radio ballads, from the Ballad of the Big Ships. This is a song I've done here before, actually. It's a song called Taking on Men. Yes. And that's the bit for you to sing along with and join in. Again, about the demise of the shipbuilding industry on the Tyne and on the Clyde. Taking on men. And that phrase comes and goes all the way through. I pronounce it taking on men. Is that all right down here? I never know. When I'm playing in the south of England, you know, some places like Harrogate and Barnsley and places like that down there, when I say taking on men, they think I'm saying techno men. It's taking on men. Goes like this. There's a call on the dock that they're taking on men, they're taking on men. idle time's over, they're taking on men. So get out of your bed and get down there. Well, there's talk of big paybacks, 15-month contracts for skilled men and labourers, clerks and apprentices. Oh, Swan shouts to Neptune, they're taking on men, and they're heading in droves to the river. And the gates are wide open, they're taking on men, they're taking on men. There's keels to be laid in dry dock and ripe pen, to build on a fine reputation. Well, there's good lads have died for it, fought with the Clyde for it, rivaled with Barrow from Wallsend to Giallo. Now it's gone in our favour, it's good times again. I tell you, it's just like the old days. And that sweet ring of chains means they're taking on men. Try it, they're taking on men. And steel scraping concrete, they're taking on men. It's a lullaby straight off the water. Well, they'll hold bed and pipe as the language gets ripe. There'll be bells ringing, horns blaring, crack of the dawn swearing. Things have never been this good since God knows when. We'll be sneezing in satin in no time. Taking on men, they were taking on men. We took it for granted that them taking on men would always be how we make wages. Ah, but some say that needy days turned into greedy days. Now the kings of this industry are Polish and Japanese, and gone are the days they were taking on men. The quayside's a drunken man's playground. Yes, gone are the days they were taking on men. So get back to your bed and your memory. There's a call on the dock that they're taking on men. They're taking on men. Your idle time's over, they're taking on men. So get out of your bed and get down there, 'cause they're heading in droves to the river. Take it on, man.
Yeah, it's all very well, but it's the important bit now. Would you like, would you like to pull two out of here, just so I don't get accused of favouritism?
I accept bribes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we all do.
Two.
Right. Okay. Okay. John Truman. John Truman, you've won a CD. Yeah. Brian Heathfield. Brian Heathfield, you've won a toilet roll. You're lucky man. You should get him to sign it. Every sheet. Yeah.
Every what?
One more song, please. Thank you.
One more song for me for this first part, then hopefully you'll stick around for the second part. In fact, the doors are being locked as I speak, so we're all here for the duration. Just before the COVID lockdown period, I spent time living in South London, off and on, for about 2 or 3, 4 months. I hadn't spent time in London since the 1980s, to be honest with you. But there I was for 2 or 3, 4 months I was there. I was doing a project for the National Theatre. it came to nothing. It got COVIDed off in the end, and that was the end of it. But it was good fun. Everybody else on the project, all the actors and the directors and everybody, they were all from London and the home counties and South Coast and that. But by the end of the 2 or 3, 4 months, they were all speaking in broad Geordie accents. I'd forgotten how infectious it could be. Hence this song, which I've done here many times and in Kent and elsewhere around here. But I'll do it again tonight. And I'll finish the first part with this. Bright lights, big city of London. I wandered your streets until late, alone and a stranger at a place called Pret a Manger. I thought I'd pop in for some bait. One empty seat by a lass in the corner. I said, excuse me, pet, I'm not staying long. No sooner had I opened my mouth, she said, you're not from down south. Before I had a chance to respond, she said, talk to me, dirty and Geordie. That accent to me's like a drug. It gets me so high when you say why I. Come on, whisper sweet muck in me lug. Talk to me, dirty and Geordie. Your glottal stops sound so divine. Just keep it hockey, I'll be flat on me back. You'll get more than a snog on the time. Well, I was shocked. She continued. She said, call me bonny lass, say I'm champion. Ooh, it makes me go weak in the legs. Well, I thought she'd gone raj, so I finished me fudge. Next time I'll make do with a pasty from Greg's. I ran out and sped away in me micro, till a blue flashing light stopped me on the main drag. A big WPC got out and walked round to me. I said, you want me to blow into your bag? She said, no, just talk to me, dirty and Geordie. Just call me Hinny or Pet. Talk of walls and or shields and I'll be cowping me creels. It makes me break out in a sweat. Talk to me, dirty and Geordie. I just need a good northern man. And to me all Geordies are like rock stars. From their butts to their Oxters. You can be Sting and I'll be Roxanne. I took refuge in a big West End theatre. There was Romeo and Juliet up there in the dark. The actors were all going crackers, fighting like mackers and tackers on Derby Day at St. James's Park. Like a fool, I'd not switched me phone off. It rang out blade and race as loud as can be. It made a hell of a noise, and as their lass took the poison, Romeo looked down at me. He said, talk to me, dirty and Geordie. It makes Shakespeare sound like a numpty. Just make me squirm with your lambton worm, or a quick penker rammed up the Cundy. I don't know how I got away with that last time, but he said, talk to me, dirty and Geordie. Like sex, they say it's good for the soul. I said, I'm glad you think I've got what it takes, but where I come from, sex are just big bags we fill up with coal. Well, I'm glad to be back on home ground now, though I have to say so much has changed. If you talk Geordie slang, people think that you're wrong in the head and look at you strange. And technology can't be ignored now. I sat in me chair and I sighed. I said, Alexa, it's me, turn on the TV. And Alexa replied, she said, talk to me, dirty and Geordie. It makes all me megabytes melt. I know all your sins, all your passwords and pins, so you better do as you're told. Talk to me, dirty and Geordie. I've locked all your windows and doors. If you've got something to say, you better say it my way, now and forevermore. I've got some CDs for sale over there, and some of me books. And if you come over and talk to me, dirty and Geordie, it'll make no difference. You still have to pay for it.
Jez Lowe! Fantastic. I have to say that is my favourite song in the world. It's just marvellous. Thank you. Perfect song. Can we please thank Jez Lowe? This is for the people at home. Can we also thank Gemma Carnell? Yeah. And Nick on the door, Roger on the filming, and John and Dougie on the sound, of course. Yay. G doing the lights and cameras and photos and all sorts of stuff. Posting on whatever it is you do on the internet. I don't know what it is you do, but Lizzie in Galashiels is doing that as we speak. And also at the bar in Una's Pinny is Naomi. Hooray! Can we say congratulations to Faye Heald, who got a gold badge from EDFSS this week. She's been here. We work with her quite closely. And also, can you people here buy one of these if you haven't got one? It's a folk festival, folk week programme. Yeah, it's £6, and Nick's got them at the bar. Okay. Now we are closed for a month. What are you going to do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Broadstairs Folk Week. Now, the Sailing Club, there's the programme over there. It's at 3 to 5 every day in the Sailing Club, the Folk Club. And John and Aidan, I believe, are supporting Southering on Saturday. The Marsh family, who've played here, they're supporting Angeline Morrison. Wonderful. That on Tuesday, that'll be a really, really good concert. And I'm supporting Paul Hutchinson on Friday. Yeah, yes, that'll be nice. And then come back here on September the 4th for AJ Shrivastava and Vinod Karal. AJ plays a resonator guitar. It's an Indian folk music Delta blues fusion with what's it called? What is it? Tabla. Yeah, fantastic. And then Roswell Road are here the following week. Boo Hewardine, sorry, if you haven't got a ticket for Boo Hewardine, tough, he's sold out. All right. Well, thank you, Jez Lowe. Thank you, everybody at home, for watching. Thank you for coming out. And we'll see you on September the 4th, people at home. And my name's Maureen Butler. This is Rosalind Court. We'll see you soon. It's not 10 o'clock. No, it's only the break. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.